Hey y'all, it's Jessica from Sloppy Swatches. Today I have a swatch and review of a brand new awareness box. This is the debut of the monthly polish awareness box. Each month, some of the proceeds of each box will be donated to a specific cause. This month is lung cancer awareness. So 10% of the purchase price of this box will be donated to lung.org. This box will retail for $52 plus $6.80 shipping, and it is available for pre-order starting October 23rd all the way through November 2nd. I did purchase this with a blogger's discount. I'm really honored to be a part of this project, and I'll go ahead and jump into the swatches. First up is Beauty in Every Breath, and this is from Alter Ego. I will link each of the maker's social media down below. This is described as a pearl polish with a white base and 5 different colors of shimmer in there. Really pretty, lots of shimmer. It does come across on the nail well. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how Beauty in Every Breath swatched on my natural nail. So here is one coat. This goes on really smoothly and evenly. It is quite sheer though. You could always use a base under this if you prefer. So this is my first try of an Alter Ego product. I was really impressed with it. It's really pretty. I don't think there's a bad polish in this whole entire box. I'll go ahead and show you what a second coat looks like. So a second coat does build it up quite a bit. I do have a lot of nail line though, and it's still pretty visible, so I am going to let this dry and come back in for one more coat. Okay, here is the third and final coat. I am going to do a nice thick coat, and this brings this right to the edge of being opaque for me. I really like how it looks this way though. It looks nice and clean, and you do still get some of that nail line. This would be really nice for a cool twist on a French mani. Even though it is a pearl polish, it didn't get brushstrokey at all for me. So here is a look at the completed mani before top coat. Very bridal, I think. Here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight with top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting. And once more at an angle in direct sunlight. Next up is Breathe by Pretty Beautiful, and this is another new to me brand. This one is described as a white base with green, orange, bronze, garnet, navy, and caramel hex glitters in various sizes. So this is a curly polish with a ton of different glitters going on in it, very autumn feeling. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how Breathe swatched on my natural nail. So here is one coat. This one goes on nice and smoothly too. It is for sure curly though, so this first coat is pretty sheer. I got a good amount of glitter. I was really surprised at how much glitter was in this curly. I didn't have to do much moving around. It spread out nice and evenly all on its own. I am going to let this dry and then come back in for a second coat. So here is the second coat. I'm going to do a nice, not super thick, but a little bit thick coat, and this brings this one pretty much to full coverage for me. There's so much glitter going on in here, you really don't have to build this one up much. I think this is the perfect white base for a curly. It just goes on nice and opaque enough to cover, but not opaque enough to block all that glitter. So here is a look at the completed mani before top coat. So this one will be a little bit textured. Here's a view from another angle and direct sunlight with top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting. And once more at an angle in direct sunlight. Next up is Got Air by Lifestyle Lacquer, and I have swatched for this brand before and I've really enjoyed their polishes. This one is described as a hollow russet colored base with a mix of copper microflakes and bronze glass fleck pigments. So this one is amazing. It looks like a molten gold bronze color with lots of hollow. Here's a brush shot, and I'll go ahead and show you how Got Air swatched on my natural nail. So here is one easy coat. This one is a little bit gritty. It's more of a micro glitter texture. But I had really great coverage even at one coat. That bronze is super reflective. It's not quite completely opaque for me though. I think if you did a thick enough coat, you could probably get away with one coat, but I am going to let this dry and come back in for a second. So here is a quick second coat, and this is going to bring this one completely opaque for me. It's really gorgeous under all lightings. Indoor it looks more of a bronze copper color. Outside that hollow really comes to life. Super pretty. So here is a look at the completed mani before top coat. Here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight with top coat. This one would probably stamp really well too. I didn't do stamping tests today. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and once more at an angle in direct sunlight. Next up is One Breath at a Time by Poshlish, and this is another new to me brand. This one is described as a soft sage green pearl with scattered peach hollow. I did have some settling of the hollow pigment there, a little bit on the bottom, but a good shake or tossing your bottle upside down for a bit will help that. Here's a quick brush shot, and I'll show you how One Breath at a Time swatched on my natural nail. Poshlish does have that nice, thick, wide brush that I love. This one coat is pretty sheer, though. I got a good amount of the shimmer and a good amount of the hollow. It's just not anywhere near opaque. So I'll let this dry and then come back in for a second coat. So here is a quick second coat. I try to do a little bit thicker of a coat because I know this is leaning towards the more sheer side. At two coats, I don't have complete coverage yet, but it did build up that shimmer and that hollow as well. This one did get a tiny bit brush strokey on me too. So I'll let this dry and then come back in for a third coat. So here is the third coat. Again, I'm going to do a little bit thicker of a third coat, and this brings this one right to being opaque. In some lighting, I could still see my nail line, but the color and the effect is really beautiful. This reminds me of like old-timey scrubs, but with something gorgeous added to it. So here is a look at the completed mani before top coat. Here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight with top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting. And once more at an angle in direct sunlight. This next one is F Cancer by Darling Diva Polish. This is another new to me brand. I really can appreciate the name behind this one. This is described as a medium teal base with a pink to gold shimmer, color shifting flakes, and a sprinkle of hollow sparkle. Lots going on in here. That pink shimmer is super strong. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how F Cancer swatched on my natural nail. So here is one easy coat. This is more of a jelly type formula, but it does have those ultra chrome flakies as well as that shimmer to help bring it up to be completely opaque. So I'm going to let this dry and then come back in for another coat. I did have nice coverage here, just a little bit on the sheer side. So here is a quick second coat. This is going to help build up that shimmer, and you do get a lot more of those ultra chrome flakies on the nail, but I can still see my nail line. I think with somebody that has shorter nails, this won't be as much of an issue, but mine are kind of out there. So I'll let this dry and then come back in for one more coat. So here is the third and final coat. I'm going to do a nice thick third coat. And again, this brings this one right to the edge of being opaque for me. In certain lightings, I could see my nail line. I really enjoy how it looks, especially with all of that pink shimmer. So here is a look at the completed mani without top coat. Here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight with top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and once more at an angle in direct sunlight. Lastly, today I have You're Stronger Than You Know by Night Owl Lacquer, and this is one of the newer indies that I've tried that I've really enjoyed. This is described as a dark plum with gold shimmer and violet and gold micro flakes, so a very deep, vampy color. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how You're Stronger Than You Know swatched on my natural nail. So here is one easy coat. This one goes on super easy. It is nice and opaque. You get a ton of those flakies. This is going to look amazing matte. This is such a pretty polish, especially for fall. So I did not have full coverage here. I think if you did a nice thick first coat, you may be able to get away with one coat. I'm going to show you what it looks like with two today. So two really deepens it up, adds more to those flakies, and adds a little bit more depth, and brings it completely opaque. So here is a look at the completed mani before top coat. Here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight with top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and once more at an angle in direct sunlight. So that wraps up my swatch and review of the monthly polish awareness box for the month of October to November. This is the lung cancer awareness box. It's really hard to pick a favorite. I think this is going to meet a wide range of needs. Between polish preferences, there's really something for everyone in this box, and of course it goes to a great cause. If you're interested, I do have more photos available on my blog at sloppyswatches.wordpress.com, or you can follow me on Instagram at sloppyswatches. I will list all of the makers' information down below, so thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.